What's going on, everybody? It's David back here with Limitless Motorsports Garage, and today I'm going to be rebuilding the, let's see if I can get you a little bit further down. I'm going to be rebuilding the Skunk 2 upper control arms that we got out of the junkyard. These are going on the Accord. Now, I know some of y'all are like, those aren't going to fit. Well, they actually do fit. They're about this much shorter than the ones that come on the Accord. It's not by much. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to transfer the back camber adjustment bolts over to the Skunk 2 control arms from the Accord, because the ones on the EG are too short, and I'll show y'all. They are just a little bit on the short side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do these side by side. We're going to get started. Let's try that again. A lot of dirt and grease and built up in these. They're still good. Bushings and everything are still good. These are just like absolutely filthy. So what we'll do is, before I install them, I'm just going to kind of hit them with a wire brush and clean them out just a little bit. You can literally hear the chunks falling off and hitting the mat below. So the good news is, this is one of the last suspension pieces that we needed for the Accord. So, like I said, just take it, this up here out of the way, and they fit right in. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and put that bolt back in. Started. I'm not going to tighten them up all the way until I get them in the car. So just kind of want to get it cinched down, but not too tight. Okay, so there's one. Now we're going to knock the other one loose. The other piece was supposed to be here the other day when these replacement ball joints came in. But I guess because of all the wild weather across the state, it kind of put things behind. I'm not mad, shit happens. I mean, you can't control the weather and what it decides to do or not do. Like, for the last, I don't know, almost a week, it's been storming like crazy around us, and we'll get a little spat of rain here and a little spat there, but it seems like all like the heavier stuff and the heavy rain is just like going around us, and we're not getting anything, which kind of wish we would. I know, like, some of my other videos y'all hear me complain, I wish this rain would stop, but at the same time, I wouldn't mind a little bit of rain to kind of help cool it off. Alright, so we're not using this control arm anymore. For right now, we'll put that down there. It's very hot. I am extremely sweaty already, and I haven't even been out here but like not even 30 minutes. Sorry I didn't record taking the control arms out, but I mean, anybody that's worked on these, it's pretty much like self-explanatory, like how to do it. Alright, that's the bit I need. Ratchet. Alright, so now what we're going to do is I'm going to I'm reusing the backing plates because the new ball joints didn't come with the backing plates. Where did I just set that brush at? I'm just gonna kind of get in here and kind of clean it up just a little bit. So, all right. Get this up here. Hardware. Cool thing about these replacement ball joints is they came with new hardware. What's crazy is they sent me 2 sets of hardware. So I'm not really complaining, like, at all. So something you don't want to do is when you're installing these is just put them in, unless you're just going for absolute max negative camber. Don't put these in and adjust the ball joint all the way to the back or all the way to the front. You need to set it about midway, that way you have room to adjust it. Excuse me, y'all. Lord. Over the summer already. Just want to get them down there and get them started. Yeah, they sent two sets of hardware. That's okay. We always find use for extra hardware around here. I don't think I'm installing these correctly. We'll see. Kind of been a while since I installed a set of these. When I say a while, it's been like 4 or 5 years. Maybe a little longer. Something ain't right. Like, something ain't right at all here. Hold on a minute. Okay, so what I did wrong is I put the plate in there wrong. So, we're not cinching these down tight all the way just yet. We're just gonna lightly tighten them up. It's ready to go. All right, there's one done. All right, now we gotta disassemble the other. Sorry, y'all. It's like really like humid and hot out here today, and it's only 12 o'clock.
Oh, you British people that are saying that 30 degrees Celsius is hot.
Shut up. Well, you know what? Guess it's a good thing that I have extras. All right. Trying to make sure that I'm getting everything in the shot here. It's been a request from a few folks just to get the angle in there correctly for the shot. Okay. All right. You can literally hear just like the dirt. And grime. Another reason why you don't want to tighten these up is you're going to need a little bit of wiggle room to actually get them back up in place and adjust everything correctly. That's one of the other reasons why I'm like not cinching it down. Be right back. All right, got these in place. So we're not super cinching them down. All right, so what I'm about to do is I'm gonna pause the video. I'm gonna take a real quick break, hydrate, and then I'll go outside, set the tripod up, and I'll show you guys how these are gonna go in and how it's gonna look. So after a few minutes of wrestling with these, so when I said I was gonna swap these over from the Accord, that won't work. They're too wide. So you kind of have to use the ones that come with the skunk too, but it's in there. Ah. Hell yeah. All right. So. 14. Get in there. Tighten them up. I do need to attach the brake lines all the way around and then bleed the brakes, but that's not going to be a today thing. Honestly, I think after I get this other arm in, I'm done for the day, because body's already not liking the heat today. I have to go get the cotter pin off the bench in there, and I can put it in, and then it's ready to rock and roll. At least this side is. So, tighten up these 19s at top. Next side. Alright. Yeah, I know I probably should just that, but I really don't care. They're going to be hidden anyway. So, there they are. They're in. So, the only other things really we got left to do is we got to drill. I got somebody coming out hopefully this upcoming week to drill out these broken studs and wire up this plug. Other than that, everything underneath the hood is done. All the wiring's been fixed, other than installing the 2 missing headlight plugs, which I have. So, install the 2 missing headlight plugs, rewire the 1 plug, get those 2 studs drilled out, and I've got replacements right there in that orange box. And outside of that, there's really like not a whole lot left to do, at least underneath the hood. Waiting on new headlights to get here, and then we can put the headlights in, the crash bar back on, the front bumper. I'm also going to be ordering a Type R front lip for it. Let's see. The rest of the suspension's done, other than what's coming in today, which are new rear upper camber adjustment. And I've got to tuck those ABS lines in the rear. I figured out how I'm going to do it. I'm going to take them out of the brackets, and I'm going to make 2 new brackets, and I'm going to tuck them up and put them in place. But yeah, the one like little slightly rusted rotor that I put on when I first started jumping in on this thing, before I realized I was gonna have to replace some of the more of the brake components, but it's okay. Like, we'll hit it with some Scotch-Brite or some light sandpaper and clean it up. Outside of that, man, the rear of the car is done, minus those upper camber arms coming in. I've got the rear bumper over here with the Type R rear lip as well. Gonna be installing it. I've got to pop a dent out of that rear bumper, and I'm gonna try to clean it up a little bit. But we're getting there. Sorry for the lack of enthusiasm. It's hot, I'm tired, and I'm like completely worn out already. And all I did was those arms today. I did change out the forward rear control arms. Yeah, that was not a fun task at all. I had to end up taking a reciprocating saw and an angle grinder and cut them out because the bolts were seized up in it. You know, it happens, not a big deal. But we got them out. I got the new ones in. The new brake calipers in on this side. Do one little more quick walk around for you guys. Painted the calipers and caliper brackets that lovely Type R red. When it comes to parts, really there's not much left to do. I've got a couple new window seals to put in, the HKS high power to go on the exhaust, and just really put the interior back together. We're getting down to the end of it now. Outside of putting the interior back together and the little few suspension adjustments and pieces that need to go in, we've got to drop the fuel tank and do the fuel pump and install the ignition switch and put the wheels on it, and we'll go from there. But that's going to be it for today's video, guys. Thank y'all for liking, commenting, following, subscribing, sharing. Feel free to share across your platforms. Really appreciate y'all. Have a good one.